In an astonishing revelation that has taken the global automotive industry by storm, Toyota's CEO has introduced a remarkable innovation that may redefine the future of transportation. This new breakthrough isn't based on gasoline or electricity, but rather on water. Yes, Toyota now claims to have developed a water-powered engine, a technology so radical, it could potentially signal the end of the electric vehicle era as we know it. As companies like Tesla and other EV leaders continue to pour billions into battery technology, autonomous driving systems, and vast charging infrastructures, Toyota has chosen to take a completely different route, one that no one saw coming. This unexpected pivot has left the world and Toyota's competitors stunned. Even Elon Musk, the most vocal advocate of the electric revolution, may be re-evaluating the road ahead in light of this unprecedented development. Toyota's CEO, in his own words, emphasized the core goal: to make better cars regardless of the propulsion system. The implications of this innovation are immense. Could this be the game changer that finally knocks electric cars from the top? Can water genuinely be the clean, sustainable energy source to propel the next generation of vehicles? And crucially, what impact will this have on Tesla, Elon Musk, and the broader EV industry? Stay with us as we delve into the groundbreaking details of Toyota's new water engine. But before we continue, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss out on paradigm-shifting updates like this. Let's dive into the story. Toyota's newest invention is poised to disrupt the auto industry in a way few could have imagined. Envision a car that draws its power from water. This vehicle relies on a sophisticated electrolysis system to convert water into hydrogen, which then fuels the engine. The key lies in harnessing the chemical energy produced when hydrogen recombines with oxygen, generating power while emitting only water vapor. This not only minimizes harmful emissions, but also directly tackles the growing challenges of climate change and urban air pollution. Toyota's innovation aligns perfectly with global efforts aimed at reducing our environmental footprint and promoting sustainable mobility. Although electric vehicles have long been celebrated as champions of clean transportation due to their zero emissions and reliance on renewable energy, Toyota's water-powered engine introduces a compelling alternative. Unlike EVs that depend on a power grid and resource-intensive lithium-ion batteries, Toyota's new system taps into water, an abundant renewable resource. The process of electrolysis, which separates water into hydrogen and oxygen, can itself be powered by green energy sources like solar and wind. This creates a fully sustainable and eco-friendly system. Furthermore, while EVs are labeled as zero-emission at the point of use, the production and disposal of their batteries present serious environmental concerns and require a heavy investment of natural resources. Toyota's water-powered vehicle bypasses these challenges entirely. Hyoki Nakajima, Toyota's executive vice president and chief technology officer, presented the new technology at a recent event in Japan. He explained that Toyota aims to transition from being merely a car company to a broader mobility company, one that provides people with diverse, efficient modes of transportation. Alongside Nakajima were Takeru Kato, who leads Toyota's electric vehicle division, and Mitsumasa Yamagata, the head of hydrogen car development. Together, they laid out Toyota's ambitious vision for the future of mobility. The company's hydrogen-powered vehicles operate using a chemical reaction between stored hydrogen and ambient oxygen to produce electricity. This reaction occurs within a component called an electrolyzer, which makes the system both energy efficient and safe, producing no toxic byproducts. One of the standout features of Toyota's system is that it eliminates the need for large, high-pressure hydrogen storage tanks. Instead, hydrogen is generated on demand using water, making the vehicle lighter, more efficient, and safer. To effectively use hydrogen fuel, certain engine components must be specially engineered. Fuel injectors need to be adapted to spray hydrogen correctly, while the engine block and cylinder head must be reinforced to withstand the high pressure. Additionally, valves, spark plugs, and other elements require specialized design to ensure safe and efficient engine performance. Though the details of the full process will be explored later, it's important to highlight one key advantage Toyota's system has over traditional hydrogen engines. Water is significantly easier and safer to store than hydrogen gas. Hydrogen requires special pressurized tanks that are not only heavy and costly, but can also be hazardous. In contrast, water is a liquid that doesn't need complex storage solutions, making Toyota's approach more practical for everything from compact cars to heavy-duty trucks and even stationary power systems. This innovation represents a major step toward reducing dependence on fossil fuels and lowering emissions, providing a viable path toward a sustainable future in both transportation and energy generation. What might come as a surprise is that the concept of a water-powered car isn't entirely new. Prior to Toyota's breakthrough, many inventors and companies attempted to develop similar technologies. As far back as 2008, a Japanese firm named JPX claimed to have created a car that could run on water instead of traditional fuel. It gained widespread attention as a promising, eco-friendly alternative. However, it was later revealed that their system required metal hydride to function, meaning water alone wasn't enough. Moreover, JPX failed to provide any scientific validation for their claims, leading many experts to doubt the feasibility of the concept. They pointed out that water is a highly stable molecule, and breaking it apart into hydrogen and oxygen demands significant energy, more than what one can retrieve by burning the hydrogen as fuel. This principle of physics directly challenges the idea of free energy from water. This skepticism wasn't unfounded. In the 1980s, an inventor named Stanley Meyer claimed to have built a water-powered dune buggy. Like JPX, Meyer never offered credible proof. His claims were ultimately debunked, and he was convicted of fraud in 1996. These precedents set the stage for widespread caution. In 2002, another company, Hydrogen Technology Applications, introduced a device called Aquagen, originally designed for safe welding. They later claimed it could power cars. However, further scrutiny revealed that the device merely enhanced fuel efficiency. It couldn't actually replace gasoline. Around the same time, Genesis World Energy announced it had found a method to extract usable energy from water. They gathered massive investments, but by 2006, the company had collapsed, and its founder, Patrick Kelly, was jailed for fraud. In that same year, a Sri Lankan man named Tushara Prayal Dissanayake claimed to have driven 190 miles on just 3 liters of water. Even the Sri Lankan Prime Minister expressed support, but it wasn't long before Dissanayake was arrested for fraud. His claims were, like many before him, exaggerated and ultimately discredited. More recently, in 2022, Indonesian inventor Arianto alleged he had invented a water-to-hydrogen conversion device named ENGIN, claiming it could power a motorcycle for 500 kilometers on just 1 liter of water. He even suggested luxury brands like Lamborghini and Ferrari were interested. However, Indonesian scientists were skeptical, citing fundamental laws of physics. It later emerged that no car companies were involved, and his claims, too, appeared to be more about publicity than genuine innovation. These past failures and fraudulent claims have understandably made the public wary. Yet, it raises the question, has there been an intentional effort to suppress water-based fuel technologies? While there's no concrete proof of a coordinated effort to bury such innovations, there are plausible reasons why powerful interests might resist these changes. The global fossil fuel industry is worth trillions, and a technology that renders oil obsolete would seriously threaten the financial interests of some of the world's most influential companies and individuals. These entities have the means to lobby governments, fund disinformation campaigns, and sway public opinion to protect their market dominance. New and revolutionary technologies frequently face skepticism and even hostility. The public often finds it difficult to understand radical innovations, especially those that appear to challenge basic scientific principles. Fears over safety and misconceptions can create significant barriers. At the same time, vested interests may capitalize on these doubts to control the narrative, casting doubt on potentially disruptive breakthroughs. Misinformation campaigns can be particularly effective at shaping public opinion and slowing the adoption of new technologies. Now, with Toyota stepping into the spotlight and offering not just claims but detailed evidence and scientific explanations, the prospects for water-powered vehicles appear more realistic than ever. Toyota's extensive experience in the mobility sector, combined with its global reputation and substantial resources, makes it a credible pioneer of this innovation. Their motivation is clear: to remain at the forefront of a market rapidly pivoting toward cleaner technologies. With new EVs emerging from Chinese companies like BYD and Xiaomi, Toyota is responding by refining its hydrogen systems to meet the demand for greener mobility. Though past attempts at water-powered cars have largely failed or been proven fraudulent, Toyota's persistent research has already led to the development of hydrogen-powered vehicles like the Mirai. These accomplishments prove that a more sustainable future for transportation is not just a dream, but a growing reality. In the global EV race, China and the United States have long held the lead. China's aggressive governmental policies and massive investment in EV infrastructure have made it the largest EV market in the world, with companies like BYD, NIO, and XPeng thriving thanks to generous subsidies and vast charging networks. The Chinese government's stringent environmental regulations have only accelerated this growth, resulting in millions of EVs sold annually and continued investment in battery technology. In the U.S., Tesla has revolutionized the market with its sleek designs and advanced technologies, building an extensive supercharger network and continuously improving battery performance. American automakers like General Motors and Ford have also redirected their focus toward electrification, rolling out new EV models and dedicating substantial resources to battery research. However, both China and the U.S. still face environmental concerns related to battery manufacturing and disposal, as well as the need for clean energy sources to charge EVs. This is precisely where Toyota's water-powered vehicle shines. By utilizing hydrogen derived from water, Toyota offers a cleaner alternative. Unlike battery electric vehicles, BEVs, which rely on lithium-ion batteries, Toyota's system emits only water vapor, eliminating carbon emissions, nitrogen oxides, and other pollutants. Hydrogen fuel cells also recharge significantly faster than electric batteries, often within minutes. This offers clear benefits for long-distance travel and helps reduce wait times. Hydrogen's higher energy density means these vehicles can also achieve longer ranges than traditional BEVs, and since hydrogen can be produced using solar, wind, or hydroelectric power, the entire system becomes a beacon of sustainability. Toyota has tackled the traditional challenges of hydrogen technology head-on. Their advanced electrolyzers use cutting-edge catalysts and materials, increasing efficiency and reducing energy consumption. Their hydrogen storage systems, made from lightweight yet durable composite materials, include sensors and safety mechanisms to detect and prevent leaks. Toyota has even addressed cold weather limitations by adding heating elements and insulation to ensure the cars function in freezing conditions. Their commitment to renewable hydrogen production aligns with worldwide efforts to reduce fossil fuel dependence. Toyota is also working on alternative clean fuels, including synthetic hydrocarbons and biofuels. These offer transitional solutions as the world builds out the necessary infrastructure for hydrogen and electric vehicles. Synthetic hydrocarbons are made by combining carbon dioxide with hydrogen, essentially recycling carbon emissions, while biofuels from plant waste and algae are both renewable and sustainable. Beyond fuel innovation, Toyota's advancements in fuel cell technology have been decades in the making. Their first fuel cell prototype emerged in the early 1990s, and since then the technology has become more compact, efficient, and affordable. With over 5,000 patents, Toyota leads in critical areas like fuel cell stack design, hydrogen storage, and production methods. These patents not only protect Toyota's intellectual property, but solidify its role as a leader in green mobility. At the heart of Toyota's system is the electrolyzer. This component uses electricity to split water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. Water consists of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom, and by running electricity through electrodes submerged in water, the molecules separate. The hydrogen collects at one electrode and the oxygen at the other, enabling the storage and use of hydrogen as a clean energy source. This fundamental process is the key to Toyota's revolutionary engine, and perhaps the key to a new era in clean, efficient transportation.